World War II was not simply a clash of armies and weapons, it was a turning point in human history that reshaped nations, destroyed empires, and changed the future of the world forever. Between 1939 and 1945, the world was consumed by the deadliest conflict mankind had ever witnessed, a war driven by ambition, ideology, fear, and the struggle for survival. To understand how this global catastrophe began, we must first look at the fragile world left behind after World War I. After the First World War, Germany was left humiliated and economically crippled by the Treaty of Versailles. Heavy war reparations, loss of territory, and national shame created deep resentment among the German people. At the same time, the Great Depression pushed millions across the world into poverty and unemployment. In this atmosphere of desperation and anger, extremist ideologies began to rise. In Italy, Benito Mussolini established a fascist regime, while in Germany, a powerful speaker named Adolf Hitler promised to restore national pride, rebuild the military, and unite the nation under one vision.
Between 1942 and 1943, the tide of the war began to change. In the Soviet city of Stalingrad, German forces suffered a catastrophic defeat, marking a major turning point on the Eastern Front. In North Africa, Allied forces pushed back Axis armies, gaining control of critical territories. Industrial strength, global cooperation, and relentless resistance slowly weakened the Axis powers. On June 6, 1944, Allied forces launched one of the most ambitious military operations in history. Known as D-Day, thousands of troops landed on the beaches of Normandy, beginning the liberation of Western Europe from Nazi occupation. As Allied forces advanced from the west, and Soviet troops closed in from the east, Germany's defeat became inevitable. In April 1945, Berlin fell, and Adolf Hitler took his own life. On May 7th, Germany officially surrendered, bringing the war in Europe to an end. However, the war continued in the Pacific. Fierce battles were fought across islands and oceans as Allied forces moved closer to Japan. In August 1945, the United States dropped atomic bombs on the Japanese cities of Hiroshima and Nagasaki. The unprecedented destruction shocked the world. Facing total devastation, Japan surrendered on September 2nd, 1945. World War II was finally over. The aftermath of the war left the world forever changed. Over 60 million people had died, entire cities lay in ruins, and millions were displaced from their homes. From the ashes of destruction, new global institutions were formed, including the United Nations, in an effort to prevent future conflicts. Former colonies began their struggle for independence, and the world entered a new era defined by both hope and fear, shaped by the lessons of war.